Say I'm at work right now.
So now what do you do during the day?
I work for a bank in the loan department.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. I've been working for the bank for 6 years. 6 years. Yeah. It's getting old.
And how about you? What do you do?
911 dispatch.
Really?
DJing.
I knew you were DJing because you were doing that a couple of years ago when I saw you in Kankakee.
Oh, yeah.
It's been quite a while ago, though, that you were, I think, at the Kankakee, like, kickoff party or something you were DJing.
Song.
It's been a while.
It was song.
Yeah. I mean, it was downtown Kankakee.
It probably was the preview event for the high
Could
schoolers.
be.
Yeah.
Yes.
At the depot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, see, that's how long it's been.
Yeah. For sure. Yeah.
Other than when you being in preschool.
Man, look. And we were at Key. We weren't even at breakfast.
Right. Exactly. Yes.
Yeah. So
You were one of my first kids. I think my first
one.
class.
Yeah.
Where I'll never forget it. In fact, I was just telling my friend about it. The teacher that was the teacher that year took a pregnancy leave like a week after she started. So I was with y'all guys for like 8 weeks before she came back. And when you were that little and you didn't know this lady,
Right.
you didn't act like she was the head teacher when she came back, and she was upset about it. And I said, I remember talking to her after school saying, you've got to understand, these kids are only 3 and 4. You come in here after 8 weeks of not being here,
We
and
brand new.
you're not, they don't know you.
We don't know you.
And I said, so they're only going to sit there and come to the person that they know. And I said, you just got to take time to get to know these kids. But I'll never forget, she was like, they aren't coming to me, they're not paying attention to me, they're not blah blah blah. And I'm like, okay, they aren't used to you doing circle time, they're not used to you telling them what to do, and now all of a sudden you step in after 8 weeks and think that these kids are just gonna get. I'm like,
who are you, lady?
Thank you.
Who
That's
are
what
you?
I told her. I said, because I remember her name and everything, because she had these unrealistic expectations, and I'm like, these are 4-year-olds. We're their next mommy. You know, when you come in to see us, we're the next thing to mommy.
Don't let the sound
7
turn
8
down.
hours.
Yeah.
You can watch the live so you can see the comments and everything that we're talking to when you reply to them on your phones.
Anyway, I remember all that because that was you guys.
Man, look, we probably gave that lady a hard time. I'm sorry, lady, whoever you are. We ain't know you like
That was just way back. I mean, it was my first year experience.
Kankakee up in this bitch. 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 Kankakee up in this bitch.
Shout out to A Villa. This is A Villa's backyard, by the way.
Villa. Do you? Matter of fact, do you? Right there.
I'm sorry, no, you did great. I don't know what happened. I was over there working with
That's okay.
my screen. What did I miss?
Nothing.
Mitch was harassing somebody and you were sorry. That's all I heard.
No, we were just talking like his when he came into preschool, the teacher that was assigned to the classroom was pregnant and she was due right away. So she was only in the classroom like 1 week. And she took 8 weeks off.
Okay.
So when she came back in, all the kids didn't know who she was.
Right.
She was some stranger walking into the classroom. Well, she just thought she was going to take over, and the kids didn't
They
know
were
her.
already accustomed to everything, right?
Well, they didn't know her.
Who are you?
So
And he
you,
are here
Bruh,
already.
I'm still.
He don't like
You
people
know.
already,
Who
right?
are you?
yeah, but I'm going to talk about kids coming into the classroom. Because do you remember anything about preschool, or is it kind of gone?
I remember, I was just thinking about this earlier. I remember you being really nice to us,
Okay.
even when we was tripping.
You definitely
I
was
remember
Of
that
course,
for
kids
sure.
don't trip. But this is one of the
Well,
things.
when we were rebelling, I'll say, you never yelled at us. You was always pleasant, even if we was like not listening. You would wait until we got done doing whatever we was doing, and you would redirect us, and it was cool. You was always nice. I do remember that.
So one of the biggest things I try to tell my assistants when they come in is, these are only kids.
Yeah.
You know, you have to let these kids express themselves. And sometimes you have to learn when to step back and let them kind of settle things on their own.
Yeah.
And it's only like when you think somebody might hurt somebody that you step in and say, you know, wait a minute, you know, we're all friends here.
Yeah.
But my biggest accomplishment, to me personally, is when the child, like when we have like a break, like a Christmas break, for example, and you're telling the kids goodbye.
Yeah.
And the kids are crying because you're not going to see them for a week.
for a
Or they
couple
come
weeks,
back and they're so excited to be there
Yeah.
that they can't even contain themselves.
Yeah.
And that's all the reward for me.
That's
been-
a good job, for sure.
Exactly. Or the parents who will say to me, my kid's going to hate school. And I'll say, well, how do you know that? Because they've never been to
Right,
school.
they never been to school. Right.
And I just remember this so well. This parent said, my kid's going to hate school. He's not going to want to come. So he gets there. And what is so cool is he ended up loving school.
Yeah.
He loved it so much that she wouldn't let him come when he had the flu and had a fever. And he got so angry with her because he couldn't come to school. She had to explain to him, you can't go to school when you're sick. And he's like, but I have to go. I have to go. And it was just like...
But you play a big role in that, though. Like, when you like your teacher, you want to go to school.
Right.
That's
just it.
When you have a bad teacher, you don't want to go. You got to be there 8 hours with this person.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And kids don't have the luxury to say that, but some of us did. I ain't going to see Buddy. So,
I mean, we're just reminiscing.
Oh, I'm listening.
We're
You
just
guys have been
reminiscing.
doing great. Yeah. I'm sure you're going to have a lot of students that you help get through Kankakee in their preschool years. They'll be watching, so be prepared to hear a lot of highs.
Okay. Never
I
thought
already
about
see somebody
that.
get tagged, so
Okay.
yeah. There are, we tend to get a pretty big crowd.
You a legend out here, Miss D.
Oh
Definitely.
my golly.
Yeah.
You guys are making me...
Yeah, man.
So we're gonna get started as soon as I ask
Legend
this
out here,
question.
Miss D.
Well, this is the thing. I loved being a preschool teacher.
Yeah.
I know that it was my calling. You know, some people feel like teenagers are their calling. You know, some people are like, okay, college teaching is my calling. I knew when I got into preschool that that was my calling.
Yeah.
It really was, and I loved it.
Oh, yeah.
And this is how I felt. The kids knew about it. The kids knew I loved it. So when the kids know that you want to be there, it makes a difference.
Yeah.
That is true. That is true.
It is. I mean, I had a foster grandparent say, because I had an assistant one year, and you could tell she didn't want to be there. And the kids would just constantly be saying, Misty, 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 Misty. And this was the foster grandpa that they put in my room, who was a crotchety old man.
Okay.
They told me I could work with anybody. Okay, I worked with them. Grandpa Jim. And he would say, why aren't the kids ever asking for the other teacher? Because and I said, because they know she doesn't care.
Right. Kids know who want to interact with them well. You know that. Yeah, that's true. Well said.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot.
Oh yeah, you've got a lot of people already going. All right. Whenever you that was your alarm.
Yeah.
You lacking, boy.
Cadillac King.
I had to get it in.
Keisha Morrow said, "Who is this lady? Watch your mouth, Keisha Morrow. This Miss
She's a
D.
legend.
This
legend.
Keisha Morrow. This Miss D." Nah, everybody out here already saying that. That's what they let me see. Kelly Allison LaDage. Sorry if I said it wrong. She said the best preschool teacher ever.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Let me see.
That's true.
Miss Ada said, a fellow pre-K teacher, teach me your ways. Yeah, you got some fans coming in here.
Yeah.
For sure. You a legend out here,
I think
man.
it started before we even started the show.
Started before
That's
we
nice.
even
Wow.
Very nice.
Wow.
Big legend.
When it's all done, we'll tag you in it so you can see him out.
Miss Linda.
Okay.
I don't know if she's still on Miss Linda Cryer. She said, great friend. So yeah, you finna have some people.
You ready?
Used to be Jackson.
I am ready.
Kelly Jackson. You know Kelly Jackson.
Yeah. She used to work at the school.
She's back.
Yeah, she
back?
said she used to be Jackson. Her last name is LaDae. It's Kelly Allison LaDae.
Okay,
I
I
have to
guess
pull up
I.
her picture. Yeah, she know you. Everybody
But
knows.
So
have.
don't worry about none of that. Like we said, the cameras are not there. You talk to those lovely ladies who came to
Okay.
support you as if they are the audience, and we'll be just fine.
Yeah.
You ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
I'm ready. I was
Let's
waiting for
get
you to
it
say your
on.
favorite
My
thing to
bad,
say.
my bad.
Short and
say it.
sweet.
You can't
Short
say
and
it now.
Can I?
You just can't say
You
the
be, you
ending.
be cussing, Miss D? You don't
No,
cuss?
I do.
Well, let's start this thing, man. You said you do?
I don't.
You don't. Okay, let's
That's-
start this thing.
I've never heard him
Let's
say
start
hey.
this
That was
thing,
the most
man.
polite.
Yeah, let's start this
He
thing.
really
man.
respect. That's
No
huge.
cussing today. No cussing on the show.
Y'all,
get it.
audience, y'all heard that. Welcome back to the All In Show.
Yeah.
I am your host, Hollywood Harwell.
Yeah.
Hey, with me, I got the accelerated reader champion,
Yeah.
Mr. Chess himself,
Yeah.
the DJ of the year,
Yeah.
and he'll play what you want him to play. That DJ.
Yeah.
That
Tired, boy.
was a lot of years.
Man, tired.
What you tired from?
Everything. DJing, working. But I'm here. I'm here. I got some energy.
Facts.
We got a legend on the show,
Bro,
man.
personal legends for both of us.
First teacher I ever had in my life.
That's right.
Ever. And we don't introduce the legends.
So, I'll walk you through it. If you can tell everybody your name.
I'm Diane DesMarteau.
Yeah.
Everybody knows her as.
Miss D.
Miss D.
Let's clap it up for Miss D. Yeah. So, where are you originally from?
Born and raised in Kankakee.
Really?
Born and raised. Yeah.
Hey.
What's your zodiac sign?
Aries.
You're Miss D. Oh, Miss D.
Is that good or bad?
It's good because you Miss D. We gonna move on. I usually fight with every Aries who comes on the show, but I won't fight with you. I won't fight with you.
You
I
won't
promise.
fight with me because
Ever.
I'm not a fighter.
That's right.
Wait, hold on,
It's
hold
all
on. Wait.
love. I would not. Miss D different.
I am different.
You are. I would
Ooh,
not.
that's
Look how he
crazy.
looking at me like, yeah.
That's
Usually, as soon as they say they're Aries, I they gonna go.
Okay.
But we gonna let that go.
You gonna let Miss D slide?
Yeah,
That ain't
he is.
slide. We gonna respect.
Oh, God.
Respect.
There you go.
Let's get it,
See,
let's
that's
get it.
all. That's what it's all about.
For sure. For sure.
So, and the last question we always ask everybody: do you have an Android or an iPhone?
I have an iPhone.
Yeah. You made his day.
Yeah. Yeah. Big iPhone, baby.
I lose again.
Yeah. We back. We back.
Definitely lost.
Let's get it.
It's
So,
all right.
you are well known, obviously, because the chat group is blowing up.
Blowing up.
Everybody say, "Oh my God, that's Miss D! Hey, Miss D!"
Hey,
Dave, what's good? Dave Allison, what's happening?
my brother.
Everybody.
Okay.
So you're well known for preschool teaching. We already talked about that.
Yes.
Why did you become a preschool teacher? What gave you the motivation?
Well, actually, my sister got me into it.
Really?
Yes, my sister had an opening for an assistant
Okay.
and for half days. And it worked out perfect for me because my youngest daughter was going to kindergarten for half a day.
Okay.
So she asked if I would be her assistant, and I agreed because I was ready to go back to work after being off of work for 8 years, having a couple of daughters.
Okay. Very nice.
And I got in that setting, and I just loved it.
That's awesome. How long? I know that you've retired, so a lot of our questions will be about when you were teaching. How long did you teach for?
Just short of 30 years.
You teach longer. He's only 26 years old.
Only 26, man.
So you've been teaching longer. He's been alive. Look how she looked at us.
Yeah.
Y'all could have seen that.
Man, look. How long did you say? I'm sorry.
Just short of 30 years.
Short of 30. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
That's
a
one of
lot
the
of
first
memories.
ones.
Yeah.
One of the first ones in the
Yeah.
building.
I have a side question. Is it hard to remember all of these children, or does it come back?
It depends.
It depends?
It really does.
Okay.
Now, I've had a few kids approach me and say, "Do you remember me?"
Mm-hmm.
And some of them, I'll remember the face,
Mhm.
but sometimes not the name, and I'll say, "Remind me of your name," because I've had so many kids.
A lot of children, yeah.
But I have a sweet story to tell about that. one Halloween I was sitting on my porch handing out Halloween candy.
Okay.
And this big 6-foot dude comes bounding up to my porch, and I'm like,
who is this guy?
Who are
is
you,
it?
bro?
Right.
Okay, so he's like, you were my preschool teacher. Do you remember me? And I did, because he hadn't even changed that much. He was 6 foot tall, but he hadn't changed
It's
his
identical.
So 1 year back in the day, Trey Gordon
Okay.
was my student.
Nice.
My boy. Shout out
And
to Trey.
he grew up to be the 6 foot tall guy that bounded up to my porch and said, do you
Trey.
remember me? And I said, yes, I do. And what happened was he made his mom go around the block so he could get out and say hi to me.
That's
I'll
awesome.
never forget it.
That's
I
awesome.
just tagged him, so hopefully if he come in here,
He'll hear that story.
For sure.
Now, this is something I bet most people don't know. You actually work with both of our parents.
I did.
So growing up, you influenced a lot of us with the positivity and being around the classroom. So I just thought we should share that as well, letting you know that
That's
we've known you
true.
for a long time.
Long time.
We also have your good friends that you work with there in the audience. Y'all want to introduce yourselves?
Sharon.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what the kids called you. They know that lady.
Miss Hartwell.
Miss Hartwell.
Yeah.
Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all.
Miss Julia Ann Burns Lang said, "Hey."
Oh, yep. Hi,
Said
Julie.
hi. I think your brother in here too, John. That's your brother.
Yep, that's my
He
brother.
said, "What?" So I guess he shot you on camera.
I guess he is.
What's
You're
up,
doing
brother?
great.
Great.
We
You're doing
appreciate
really,
it.
really well.
Appreciate it.
So if we entered your classroom, what would we notice when we first walked in?
The first thing you would have walked in when you walked into my classroom is I didn't have cartoony stuff out.
You did.
I had stuff from the real world out there.
Yes.
If it was something to do with science, I had posters up that were of real objects, not cartoons, because I just didn't believe in that. But that is also, and I'm going to step back, that was from my Montessori training,
Okay.
because I taught 7 years of Montessori as an assistant in a classroom.
Okay.
And they were all about the real world. So that was something that I just naturally brought with me when I got hired on at Head Start. I was very much into, let's make it as real and concrete for the children.
So it's easier transition. It's not a child thing. It's a life thing.
Yeah, and I just thought everything was down on the kids' level. You know, bulletin boards were way up high, but all my posters were way at the bottom of the board, so
Now
the
that
kids
you say
could-
that, I remember that. Yeah, they were.
yeah,
never
because
thought of that.
it's supposed to be at your eye level, not at the adult's eye level.
Right. Did you ever realize that?
What?
All of the posters in our classroom were brought down for the children.
Man, I don't remember that.
You don't remember none of that?
He probably
I just
would.
remember being in there.
I'm talking as an adult. Or not
Oh.
as an adult, but as the you know, we were there as older kids too.
Oh yeah.
Do you remember that when
everything was all,
everything was
yeah,
lower?
seemed like we was taller than everything.
That's true.
Exactly.
Man, those little chairs used to
So we
drive
have
crazy.
Oh
someone
my
else,
gosh,
Leslie
yes.
Anderson. Do you remember her?
Oh, yes, I do.
She
Like I
said,
said, we love you always.
"Yep." She just said y'all were her first teachers for sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Leslie, they mine and not yours. We
Thank
don't
you.
share.
Shout out.
But I appreciate you shouting out. I'm telling everybody now, these are all mine, and y'all can figure it out later.
Miss Julia said, "Taught at Montessori, yes. Awesome centers and the teddy bears." at
Oh,
Montessori.
well.
they love him.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Okay.
You getting all of
okay.
these flowers.
all the people watch.
This is
That
nice.
is, this is really fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What would you say your strengths as a preschool teacher were?
My strength. Number one, patience.
Okay.
I developed a huge amount of patience.
For sure.
That's what taught me patience.
And
I remember.
that was probably one of my biggest assets.
Right.
Because, and I've been blessed with it. And
Yeah.
I think when you're a preschool teacher, you have to be patient with the
Right.
kids because this is their first experience away from home. We were just talking about we're the mommy substitutes when they come to see us because they've never usually been away from mom.
That's true.
And you have to just give them time to get used to everything, and it involves a lot of patience.
For sure.
That makes
Let's
sense.
say your favorite song was Peanut Butter and Jelly.
Oh my golly.
Peanut
Who's bringing that up? Because,
Jelly.
oh my gosh,
That's
yes.
That's your song?
That's my song.
And jelly. Peanut butter and jelly. Yeah, I'm in
Oh my
Let's
gosh.
get it.
Yeah, first you
The
get the
kids-
song, man, you spread it. You
Oh.
spread it. Yeah, get the sandwich and you eat it. You eat it. For that good peanut butter and jelly.
I love it.
I remember all that.
So that happened when you were in school.
Yeah.
All those
That's
years
funny.
ago.
Yeah.
I just retired from the district 5 years ago,
So you been-
and the kids still absolutely love that
You've been
song.
banging that song for 30 years.
Oh, you got that right.
Because them sandwiches used to be fire.
Oh, it was just.
Yeah.
They love it. The beat.
Yeah.
They love the
Yeah.
song. They love
That's
when you
crazy.
whisper in it. It's so fun. Oh my gosh, I haven't thought of that song in a while. That
I
is
haven't
too
heard that
cute.
song in a long
Bro,
time.
as soon as I seen the
So as you
name-
started singing, I was like, oh yeah, I do know that
Oh,
song.
yeah.
I do know that song.
Yep.
Yeah, for sure.
So how do you manage a classroom when children are disruptive? What was your key to success?
My key to success, when they were disruptive, I go sit right next to them. And I
Okay.
ask them, what are you doing? And the thing is, you have to get down on their level.
Mm-hmm.
So you're sitting in a little chair that
That's true.
you're remembering.
Okay.
Like
But-
your bones hurt when you get old.
Okay.
Thank goodness, not yet.
Yes.
But that was I would approach them and just ask them what's going on.
And typically that would bring them back.
In a heartbeat.
Nice.
Because when you sit next to a kid, they're going to behave. They just do.
Yes. They do.
And they will fight to sit next to the teacher.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's a big deal.
It is.
Definitely is.
It really
Somebody else try to come, man, watch out. I'm
Um,
sitting next to Miss D. Watch out, bro. I'm sitting next to Miss D right now.
Eastville was like this before the show.
5 minutes, man.
He's claimed his spot.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's right. So how do you encourage teamwork among students? How did you do that?
Basically, teamwork is when you tell the kids, we're going to work on this together.
Okay.
This is something that we're going to do, and we're going to take turns, and we're going to do it together. And, in preschool, that's very hard for 3 and 4-year-olds to sometimes do things together.
Right. Or focus for the amount of time it takes to do it as a group.
But the thing is, it doesn't happen right away. It does develop over time. And as long as you're aware of this is something that has to be learned, and you build towards that. And you're doing it from the beginning of the school year, but then as it goes on, it comes naturally to the kids. So
That makes sense. Repetition.
absolutely.
You have to with kids, with young kids, you have to.
Yes, you do. That's very important.
So
Now you-
true.
Now you can see yourself on the TV too.
Okay.
You're a little delayed.
We on TV.
Just so you know.
For sure. Nah.
She don't have to be. She talking to y'all.
We
She
chilling
talking to
now,
y'all. She
yeah.
look great.
Good, the family working and everything, all right?
That's great.
But
Perfect.
Anything y'all want to add on anything we've been talking about yet?
what do y'all remember first
Interaction.
no, your first thought when y'all met Miss D?
Oh, we bonded like this
Yeah.
instantly.
Yeah. Miss D has that trying spirit.
Aw.
You don't
Yeah.
talk to Miss D, it's something wrong.
Something wrong with
That's
it.
true.
Something wrong with
Everybody.
it.
She does love everybody. If it's somebody she don't like, you would never know.
Mm.
Yeah.
And she's always the same. You're gonna get the same Miss D.
I've been considered to be very even keel.
You are. I've known you a long time. I may have seen you frustrated one time, like truly frustrated one time. You were very patient.
What you do?
And very sweet. It wasn't me.
Oh, you that time. It wasn't you that time.
There's only one woman in this room who I work their nerves. Okay. Well, when I got older, I started working your mama nerves too.
Look at it. So, oh, mama.
When I knew I could outrun her, that's when I was like, oh wait a
Oh,
minute.
yeah, it's over with.
Uh-oh.
I just messed with her.
I know.
That's all. Just a little playing. That's all.
Let's get it.
So, how would you describe the typical day in your classroom?
You got you going back.
Well, number one, I had an AM session and a PM session. So I had, the shorter sessions because of the AM PM thing.
Right.
So wow, you're taking me way back.
If it's too much, we can move on to the next one. Okay.
No, it's just that, you had a routine.
Right.
You had a schedule. And the thing is with preschoolers, you stick to your schedule. And there was certain things you did at certain times and you followed the schedule. So number one, the kids would know what to expect.
Okay.
and the kids would know that, you know, you're all in this together, you stick to the schedule, it always worked.
Yeah.
And you always came in prepared. You came prepared for the lesson that you were going to do that day, the book you were going to read that day, the project you were going to do that day. It's being prepared.
For sure.
That makes sense. You got any questions? You usually got something you slide.
No, man. I'm just listening right now.
Okay. You want to read off any of the comments?
Let me see what
That's
we got.
usually you haven't.
No, I think we
She
got
should hit some
all
more
we had.
flowers. I got some if you're ready.
After that peanut butter and jelly, no.
Oh my gosh.
Leslie said she don't love to everybody for sure.
You brought me back with that peanut butter and jelly song.
That was the joint.
So how would you measure your preschool students? How do you measure their success at the end of the year?
Their success.
Mhm.
I think the biggest thing for me, their success was that they had a love for school.
Okay.
They had a love to come to school. They had a love to be present. They wanted to be there. That was the biggest thing.
It used to blow my mind when we used to, when I was an older child who had to come to school because she worked there with you, the way the children would run in and hug you guys instantly. Hey, Miss B.
All the
Hey,
time.
Miss Harwell.
Yeah.
Hey. I mean, book bag not even off. They can take off sprint.
Yeah.
That's probably why y'all knees are bad. Catching the kids on the
All that
legs.
running.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what's up. You have any memories of the school?
Well, we were at
When we were a little older and we had to go?
that's when we just catch the bus.
Yeah.
That as soon as we getting in, the kids being turned up.
Yeah.
We looking like giants to them.
Yes. Oh my gosh, yes.
Like I said, the whole school looked big though, 'cause like you said, everything
Was-
kid level.
Right.
So when we walked in, it
Felt like a
was
giant.
small, but I think it was a good atmosphere and all. I think all y'all really made an impact on the kids. And Miss Thompson too. Shout out to Miss Thompson. I know she
Yeah.
passed
Yes,
away.
yes.
But she was a really good teacher.
She was
too.
an exceptional
She
teacher.
was really great. So y'all think y'all four really put a snap on the city and started out kids liking school. You know, if you don't start liking school in preschool, that's, you know what I'm
It-
saying? You ain't gonna
absolutely.
like going. But y'all had it. Y'all made it really enjoyable to go and have patience with us. So we appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So how did you encourage parental involvement in learning?
Well, a lot of it was through the school.
Okay.
I mean, you know, parents were, back in the day, expected to come to certain things throughout the year.
Oh, I remember.
But, you know, the thing is, you can also personally invite them, like on your parent letter every week. It's like, oh, we would love to see you come in, or, you know, you're welcome anytime.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
back in the day, parents really were welcomed anytime.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it is a little bit more different now, but you would just encourage them, say, oh, come in and say hi. You don't have to spend, you know, a day. You can spend 10 minutes in here, come in and check it out.
Yeah.
That makes sense, yeah.
For sure. For sure.
I remember as a kid, my mother was with me all through preschool. So kindergarten was really hard for me. So I got to the class, she like, yeah, I'm out. Whoa, what?
Yeah.
You remember that?
Where's you going?
I remember that.
I do remember kids used to be coming in crying.
Bro, I was one of them. What you mean you leaving?
Yeah, and it's hard on
It
preschoolers
was.
because your mothers you're so bonded with your mother
Especially like that first week.
that
I don't think he heard
you
what I
know,
said. My whole preschool experience, she was there with me.
I heard you.
Yeah, so when I get to, wait a second, we go to school, where you going?
No, I'm out, bro.
Yeah,
I went with you a whole 2 years, bro. I'm gone.
yeah,
Go.
it was different.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
but
true.
and you had a different experience with your mom being there, so
I did.
yeah,
How did being a teacher affect your parenting style?
in a big way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Really, seriously, as I got to be a preschool teacher, my language changed. Just
Yeah.
because I would bring it home with me. You can't help but bring it home with me.
Right.
I mean, my girls will sit there and attest to me saying to them, are you going to make a good choice or a bad choice? and I definitely brought that home. And
Right.
I would give them the stare down. And of course, you know,
Right.
I had 2 girls, and I got to tell you this. My girls didn't want me to get angry with them because, as simple as this sounds, if they did something wrong, I would send them to their bedroom. And they hated it.
Really?
They couldn't stand to be not behind me or in front of me or around me. So if I sent them to their bedroom,
Disconnect happened. They lose their mind.
oh my gosh, my youngest daughter would wail until I'd say, okay, are you going to listen to me next time? So all I had to do was send them to their room because they disliked it so much.
Right.
But, I mean, as far as parenting, the biggest thing was, I want you to think about what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're not going to listen to me, there's consequences.
Yeah.
And you're not going to like the consequences, so let's make a good choice.
Well said.
Simple.
Very
You
simple.
can't say it simpler than that.
Simple.
Yeah, yeah.
We made this real simple.
Uh-huh.
So I know that you are in fitnesses, you are into fitnesses in what I can't talk now.
Let's get it.
I know. Thank you. He reset it for me. I know that you are into fitness as well. I don't know why that was a tongue twister. You were the first person I ever heard of 3K, 5K, 10K. I was like,
all the K's.
so.
Yep.
Just about.
Not too many people know this. I painted Miss D's garage.
Okay.
Right?
Oh, that was a
A
long.
long time.
Oh
ago.
my gosh, that's a memory.
See it? Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
She picked me up for a week, and I painted. It was the first time I really. I had worked with my dad, so I knew a little bit.
Yeah.
But Miss D was really patient because at first I was getting paid everywhere. She was like, "Come on." She walked me through it. Then I started doing it right.
Yeah.
It came out pretty good.
Do you remember Cleveland Stevenson?
Yes. I just saw him at Walmart like a month ago.
He on here. He on here. Cuz on here.
All right.
I don't know if Trey watching, but she was telling a story about you, man. So that's why we tagged you in. So hopefully you still watching. Trey Gordon, I got tagged
Yep.
in that for sure.
Yeah.
So that's when I first heard her. So it was a car ride with her on the way to go paint, and she was talking to someone in the car. She said, I think it was a 5K at the
Yep.
time coming up, and I was like, a 5K? You get 5Ks? What you gonna do with that? Why you need 5 of them?
Oh my gosh.
Ain't no word got 5Ks.
Striking out 5 people. Huh?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so I remember that. Yeah, I got some good 5Ks.
I guess that takes you way back,
It
doesn't
does.
it?
You've
'Cause
been
you
in their
were-
life forever.
Yeah.
Huh?
You've been in their life forever.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he brought me back to when he painted the garage. He was young.
I helped a little bit on the house, but I primarily did the garage.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Did he paint it out?
it was probably Mr. Rich that
Mr. Rich.
helped you most.
Mr.
with
It
that.
was.
Shout out to
It
Mr.
was.
Rich.
It was. Shout out to Mr. Rich for sure.
Shout out.
Yeah.
Did he do a good job painting?
Well, he was a kid, so he did as good as he could.
Yeah, bro, I was like 10, 12.
10?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Yes.
let him paint your garage?
Bro, I was just
Yeah,
out there in the
because
back
he
just
was-
cheesing. Hey,
Thought
this
you was
man,
on, huh?
I'm grown.
It was a
Ain't
big
nobody
deal
telling me
because
what to do.
yeah, he was making a little bit of money, and he thought that was a big deal.
It was huge. Yeah,
Yeah.
Man.
Oh my gosh.
absolutely.
Back in the day, guys.
Yeah, man, you was too nice. That
You
paint
see,
your
you was too
garage at
hard headed. We couldn't
10.
get you back to the back.
At
But
10?
me, I listened. I told
Stop.
you.
I gave you something. That's crazy.
Oh
So
gosh.
back to you being into fitness. I believe that you walk, performance walk. Is that what
I
it's called?
fitness walk.
Fitness walk.
Now, 10 years ago, I used to do this thing called race walking.
Okay.
It was very, very physical. I could literally walk faster than somebody could jog. I did a full marathon in 3 hours and 29 minutes.
3 hours
Really?
of walking?
Yes.
That's 26.1 miles, right?
26.1, yes. And
Walking, bro.
but
That's from here to Matson.
It took me 45 minutes to run 3.
So, but I was a very dedicated. I
Power
went
walking.
and visited a professional race walker 2 different times in my lifetime.
Okay.
And he taught me the right way to do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I did it until I had to have knee surgery 7 years ago.
Okay. Okay.
And now I fitness walk, and I'm proud to say that last September I did a half marathon in the Quad Cities.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's what's up. You
Yep.
be moving
And a half
around.
marathon is 13.1
Sheesh.
because a full is 26.2.
26.2. Excuse me. I was off 5.
By a point.
So I'm a big
Yeah,
advocate
yeah.
on, and these 2 women will
Oh.
tell you
Oh.
that what I've said all along is Walking is absolutely free. You don't have to pay
God,
anybody
free.
to
That's
walk.
true.
You can go out in nature.
And when they don't listen, you need to tell them what they used to tell us. Do as I say.
She don't talk like that.
Oh, we don't talk like that no
She
more?
doesn't talk.
She was going to do it for me. I had asked
She's
her
not
to.
gonna do that. She's not gonna tell us.
Miss D, I'm not going
that
to.
down.
Real quick.
She's not that type of lady. We trying to split up. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Oh,
Son,
I told you I
son.
play too much on the camera.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's my job.
That is your job.
That is my job.
But
He just chill. I gotta play. You see how they gave up and they was finna get me this game.
Let's get it.
yeah,
We gotta change her.
I just walked with Rwanda last week.
Yeah,
We did. What did we do?
30-something blocks.
30 blocks.
Okay, but I clocked it on my phone, and wasn't it like
Almost 2 miles?
yes?
That's
2
what I'm
miles.
talking
It
about.
was 2 miles.
Yep.
30 blocks.
Yeah.
I do it every day.
Sheesh. I see y'all.
I did it before I came in tonight.
30 blocks.
I did 34.
I'm lacking. You know I'm ready to say it.
Walk the dog.
It's my new favorite word I play with. Instead of saying lacking,
Man.
he's the lack king.
Cadillac
Okay.
King,
The
bruh.
king of
Cadillac
lacking.
King,
Okay.
bruh. Crazy. That's a lot of blocks.
So what is the benefits of that style of exercise?
Oh my gosh, really?
Mhm.
Okay. Number one, it keeps you healthy.
Okay.
I'm very rarely sick.
Okay.
So that's the biggest benefit to me because I am proud to say that I'm 68 years old.
I would have never guessed that. Really?
And walking has really kept me healthy. I very rarely get sick, and if I do get sick, occasionally I don't get sick as most other people do
Okay.
with the same viruses, what's ever going around.
Got it. So it's in and out for you.
I'm going to tell you one thing. Through the grace of God,
For sure.
I have never gotten COVID. And I have been literally exposed to COVID truly like 5 different times throughout the years that COVID's been around, and I've never gotten it.
You are blessed.
And I am very blessed because there was a time that we went to a gathering, 28 people got COVID,
Man.
and I wasn't one of them.
Wow.
And I was around all the people who had it. And I'm a true believer in if you take care of yourself and your body, then it's going to take care of you. And you know, COVID is just, it's out there still.
Right.
And I just feel like I've been blessed with, I do love to walk. And if I'm off, I'm walking.
Makes sense.
I've seen Miss Carr out at the park a good couple of times, and we've walked the park, and
Yeah.
We do. We gotta do. What about
And
you?
these speeds on, so I have to keep up.
Make you move, huh?
Oh, yeah, gotta keep
And
up
but
with
it's
it.
okay. It's okay.
Do what she do. Don't do what she
She
says.
actually
Do
go
what
at
she
your
do.
pace.
I do.
Yeah.
That's really nice.
I do, because if somebody's going to sit there and walk with me, I don't expect them to try to keep up with me because it's an unrealistic expectation. And I will sit there and I will let them set the pace so that they're comfortable.
You walk with them.
Unless they ask me to walk faster
Right.
to get a more of a workout. And then I'll do that until they sit there and tell me to stop.
They'll say, slow it down. Slow it down. Uh-oh.
Yeah, I've had that
Slow it
happen
down.
before.
I thought she was finna come get me. I was finna run. You see me get up? Like, what happened? I didn't even do nothing.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's talk about you as a grandparent. I know you have 2 daughters. Shout out to the girls.
Shout out to the ladies.
How is life as a grandparent?
Oh my gosh. Well, I have been a very hands-on grandparent. When my youngest daughter got pregnant, she was living with me, and she had a little boy. And
Shout out to Marcus.
Shout out.
Yeah.
shout out to Marcus. I always told her she had the boy I never had because I had 2 girls.
Right.
And she was living with me, so here was this little boy, and we created a bond that was stronger than stronger than glue. That's a good way to put it, Rwanda. And we still have it to this day. Literally, people thought he was my son,
Really?
and he could finish my sentences, I could finish his sentences. We liked the same thing. It was just one of these kismet things where she had a boy, and it was just a great experience. But then all my grandkids are great experiences.
For sure.
There's Marcus, Maya, Tariq, Chloe, and Zoe, which are the twins that I take care of.
Okay.
And Jonathan, Rachel, and Brian. And they lived in Texas for quite a while, so I didn't get to be as close to them as I like. But you can't help that when there's that separation.
That is true. That is true.
But being a grandparent has been amazing. Just amazing. I love it. And I'm still watching my twin granddaughters.
What's the difference between being a grandparent and a parent? No, I just definitely asked.
You want me to tell them?
I definitely asked. You're not a grandparent.
The parent has the kids.
Obviously, I know that
The
part.
grandparent helps the parent who had the kids.
Thank you. And, but the
I'm about to cut the shot.
that's
So
exactly
grandparents are aunties and uncles, is what you said.
Pretty much.
that's
pretty
exactly
much.
it. Is the
Yeah.
thing is you could send the grandkids back home, although I never did.
You never did. Are you careful?
No, the thing is, when Marcus and Maya were growing up, we were so close. They came to my house every single weekend,
Yeah.
unless I was doing a race. And then, if I was doing a race, I had to prepare them like weeks beforehand that they weren't coming over in a couple of weekends. So,
Okay.
That's close. I understand. I was like that with my grandma.
yep. I mean,
Could tell me
Shout
no.
out to Big Mama.
Shout out. Shout out.
shout out. Yep.
Any words you want to share with your grandchildren if they're listening to this?
You know I love you, and I have a saying: I love you little, I love you big, I love you like a big fat pig.
You know it's real. She put
Nice.
the sound effect.
Nice.
You have to, because
Definitely
when I dropped my twin granddaughters off at school all last year, all the secretaries thought it was the cutest thing that we did
Yeah.
this. They started doing it when we walked in.
They did it with you guys.
That's crazy.
They had to get in on it.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay. They go, well, I don't know where you got this, and I'm like, I've done this for a long time.
Long time.
And so all the secretaries would start doing it when I said goodbye to Zoe.
So what was your average amount of kids, if you can remember, in your class?
The average amount that I can remember,
Like in a class setting, how many kids did you have?
like 20,
20. You said you've been teaching 30 years.
almost 30.
AM and a PM.
What's 20
Yes.
times 30, bro?
So it's 40.
40. So it's 40
20 in the
kids a
morning.
day.
Double
40 in the
session,
evening,
She
yeah.
always had double session.
So it's 30 times 40?
But then, at a certain point, I got out of being in the classroom and I got to be the PE instructor at Head
Did you?
Start.
I didn't know that.
Yes.
She really loved it. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
So
that
went
was
from 20 to how many kids a day there?
Oh, that's
Every
every
class.
every class, all the kids in the whole
in the whole school.
Add that up.
Oh,
Add that up. That you want to add that up.
I'm trying.
Add all of them.
That's beyond me.
Every year.
I'm trying. Them a lot of kids,
That's
bro.
a lot of kids.
Right.
We know Miss D enjoyed teaching, but when you would see her as a PE teacher,
I love it.
it just,
It-
I don't know,
It was
just-
the
yeah.
when they created that position. I came into it like 3 years after they created it, and it truly was the best fit ever because
That's what Shelly said.
I gave the kids the love of exercising,
Yeah.
and they knew I loved it. The love of dance, the love of music, the love of just doing these little exercise routine that we did for like 7 minutes a day,
Yeah.
and it was just like a kismet fit. It was where I was supposed to be.
Nice.
And I got to know every kid in the school. And every kid got to know
all the kids
Miss
ran
D.
up and tackled
All the
Miss D.
kids.
Oh. So
Move, it's my turn.
Right.
It's Miss D.
the cooks used to tease me and say, "You're the queen of the school, And I said, no. She goes, the minute you walk in the door, if there's a kid in the hallway, they're yelling your name.
That's
And,
true.
Remember the bike?
Yeah.
Miss
I'll
Julia
never
said,
forget
Workout
that.
Wednesdays with the dumbbells.
Oh, who's that?
Miss Julia.
Oh,
and Byron
I
Lane.
made, we got a grant to get little 5-pound weights in the gym. So every Wednesday was Workout Wednesday.
So we'll
And I
talk.
taught them these little routines with these 5-pound weights.
Yeah.
It was so fun.
You've been doing it all out here
For a long
for a
time.
long time.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that was a ball.
That's crazy.
A ball.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
So you are always positive. I mean, always. How do you keep that positive energy consistently flowing?
Well, I'm going to go back to the grace of God, Ryan. Truly, I just have a positive outlook on life.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel that, you know, not every part of my life has been the best. There's been definitely some down times.
Miss Kim Coon said, "Hi, Mom."
Hi, Kim.
Hey, Kim, what's up?
That's my oldest daughter.
Oh, hey,
Shout out to
that's
Kim.
your daughter for real.
Yeah.
Okay, hey, what's up?
Yeah.
Why you sound like you 80 years old? Hey
Hey
there.
there, hey there.
Hey now there, little girl.
A lot of cats got
But when PE or gym class was structured the way Miss D did, it was nice. Because the kids knew when they came outside, they got lined up. But this year, PE is just, there's no structure. The kids just do.
Okay. See, I wasn't familiar with that.
Oh, yeah. It's, yeah. Mm-hmm. Look,
If it is one thing that the three teachers in here have taught us as adults, children need structure.
They
That's something
do.
we all know.
Yeah.
Structure and routine.
Some type of
And
something.
routine, yep.
If you give them that
Consistency.
routine and they know what to expect, it's the best.
Agreed.
For sure.
because that might be the only place that the kids get structure is at school. Because a lot of them not getting it at home.
True.
A lot of them are not.
It's true.
Yes.
Ms. D, we really appreciate
You
you.
definitely appreciate
This is an honor.
I have loved seeing
Legend.
you two.
Legendary.
It's been just so seriously fun to be here.
Oh, yeah.
Fun that you invited me.
Absolutely.
Fun that I get to connect with these two guys that, you know,
First class, bro.
For
When
as long,
you
as long as I can
were-
remember, I've
when
known
you were 4
Yeah.
years
Yeah.
old.
My first
When
teacher,
I
bro.
picked her
Yeah.
up, she said, "I'm so excited to see these guys. I'm so excited."
We agree.
Just so y'all know, she was very, very happy with them.
Oh yeah.
I was.
Same.
It's been on my calendar for over a month.
Oh yeah.
So
Ours too.
I was,
it's
and,
just
and they haven't asked for this day. No, this day is set.
Yeah, this day
No.
taken, baby.
Yeah.
and so
Figure
it's
something else out.
just really truly it's just been so neat to see you guys.
we appreciate
It
it.
touches
It's
my
full
heart.
circle.
Yeah.
It is full circle because
First
you
teacher.
guys are grown up. You're doing this fun thing.
Well, he's still getting there, but
Almost there.
Almost there. That's okay.
And I'm not saying age wise, it's height wise. Because how tall are you right now?
6'4".
Oh, you
My
claim
real
you're
height?
Yeah, you're real height.
5'9".
But next
and a
year
half.
you're gonna be.
6'4".
He's getting his knees done.
Oh, you're gonna be
I'm
as
getting-
tall as my grandson.
I'm getting a knee L.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't even know what that is, but hey, I'm gonna pass on
You don't want to know.
that. Okay.
So girls get Brazilian bottom
Man,
lifts.
no,
Okay.
come on now.
He get his knees lifted. In
Get
the
my
same
knees
fashion.
lifted.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
he gonna go from
5'9".
5'9" to 6'4". That's what he's serious.
So when you see
He's
another
adamant
6'4",
about this.
6 foot person running on your porch,
Okay.
it's gonna be me.
So at the end of every show, we do shout outs.
Okay.
So we're gonna start with those lovely ladies over there. See, you have any shout outs?
Just to my kids, my grandkids.
Do me a favor, can you say it just a little louder? Because the mic over here. I'm not trying to make you mad. Do you have any shout outs, ma'am? Because she gonna hit me.
I'd like to shout out to every Head Start child I've ever taught. I love them all. I love them, and always will. Oh, and to my own children and grandchildren.
Yeah.
I want to shout out them saying kids, please quit telling me I'm your sibling. I don't know you. She claims you as her child. I don't know you.
Ryan, that's not
So
nice.
please stop doing
Ryan,
that. Okay.
that's not nice.
That's not
Did you want to see us again? It really was
to
so.
my children and to my grandkids.
Yeah.
Very nice.
And to my fellow teachers.
Did you want to go first or did you want us to go first?
I'll go first.
Okay.
I want to shout out to my kids, my grandkids, to any of the kids who I've ever taught that is watching this. You know I loved being with you. To you two guys, I love being here with you two.
We're gonna have to do it again. We're gonna
Really?
get all three of y'all on the screen together.
Yes.
We're gonna sit off.
To my sisters of a different mother, I'm shouting out to you.
They were waiting for that.
I know they
That's
were.
our saying.
Yep.
Our twin sisters of a different mother.
Yep.
We
Yeah.
appreciate you.
We used to
Thank
tell
you.
the kids that we were sisters. That ain't your sister. I said, yes, it is. I said, ask them, Miss Eva, go, yeah, I am my sister. They look at me.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
No.
I I remember that.
We used to tell them that all the time.
That's funny.
We confused them.
Oh,
They needed it. They needed it.
But they believed it in the end, so it didn't matter. Because we are.
That's good.
So we're gonna rock paper scissors to see which one of us go first.
For what?
For me and him. Oh, you want to get it? She gonna go for me. Go ahead.
Come on.
You play for me. Go ahead. Ooh! I gotta go first. Good job, Miss D. I definitely want to give a shout out to anybody who is associated with the program of Head Start, be it the grandparents that come and foster grandparents come help out, the assistants, the teachers, the cooks. You all play a huge. Am I missing somebody? Who? Paraprofessionals. TAs. Who else am I missing? The special
secretaries.
The people who help speech, all of that.
Oh,
Everybody.
Speech pathologists.
Speech pathologists.
Speech pathologists. I got it out of stutter. You like that, right?
I like that.
Definitely a shout out to you guys. You guys impact a lot of lives, more than you'll ever know. And again, shout out to those people who she claimed as her kids. I don't know you. Go ahead.
I don't know y'all.
Man, I don't know.
It's my child.
Shout out to the land and everybody I've been DJing for. Everybody outside of the land that I do DJ for. Y'all really be putting on for me whenever people ask for a DJ. So I appreciate y'all giving me some kudos, some flowers, and all that stuff. Shout out to all the preschoolers and all the kids about to start school. Summer over, man. Get on up and get ready.
Okay.
What you got coming up?
What do I have coming up? We got the 80s vs. 90s event.
The 80s vs. 90s event. That is the 2nd
of September.
2nd of September.
We
have an event on the 3rd.
We having an event, man. So
it's gonna be. We're calling it the 3rd. So but we're gonna start advertising it as of this coming up weekend
at the River Pub.
Yeah, at the
out
River
there
Pub.
going towards the terrace. See, shout out to
where's
my
that
kids.
at?
It's we're going towards Sun River Terrace.
Yeah,
where the golf course is.
Right across from Shamrock is a bar called the old bar called the Office.
Okay,
right there.
I know that.
Come on now, Miss D.
Well, I haven't been there in a really long time.
I'll be out there spinning. Come on.
It's gonna be 16 and up. So that's the plan. So if you have children, they can come as well. It's gonna be prizes and games and all other type of fun. You show up, you'll be surprised what we're playing. So yeah.
Let me see what else.
You're more than welcome to come.
That's it. That's all.
Oh, and it will be an after party afterwards. So that will be 21 and
Shout out to my cousin Diamond. Your party was lit. We was lit up in that thing, man. Shout out to my cousin. Shout out to Sub Z, DJ. Keep doing your thing, my boy.
Yeah.
All the artists out here. Anytime y'all see me DJing, man, and y'all want to perform a song, just let me know, and you can perform while I'm DJing. Cut the show.
That's it, Ms. D. You did great.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. D.
Thank you.